Hello everyone, welcome back to Yan Chinese, the Chinese character series. This is Yan Laoshi. In previous episodes, you have learned how characters are built, their history, their structure, their radicals, their strokes, and then how to type them. But writing in Chinese isn't just the characters themselves. How do you end a sentence? How do you list things? How do you write a book title? How do you type all of these symbols? And when you make a mistake on paper, how do you fix it the way a native speaker do? Today, Chinese punctuation, including several marks that have no English equivalent, plus the official proofreading marks that Chinese students learn in school. Let's get into it. Let's start with the symbols you will recognize from English. They exist in Chinese too, but they play by slightly different rules. First, the period, 句号. Look at the shape. It's a small hollow circle, not a dot. Next, the comma, 逗号. It looks like the English comma, but it's full width. It occupies the same square of space as the character, and that's true for all Chinese punctuation. Every mark gets a full character's space, no extra spaces before or after. One rule that surprises learners, a punctuation mark never begins a new line. If a sentence wraps, the mark stays glued to the character before it. When you write by hand, squeeze the mark in at the end of the line rather than dropping it to the next one. Next, question mark, 问号, and exclamation mark, 感叹号, work exactly as you'd expect. 你好吗? 很好. No surprises here. Next, quotation marks, 引号. Chinese use curly quotes, full width. Here's the easiest way to remember the direction. The opening mark books look like a tiny 66, and the closing mark looks like a tiny 99. Same logic as English curly quotes. For a quote inside a quote, switch to single marks. If you read books from Taiwan or Hong Kong, you will often see corner brackets doing the same job. Same function, regional style. In mainland simplified text, stick with the curly quotes. The shape is slightly different from the English one. You just need to use the Chinese pinyin input method to type the quotation mark. Now for the interesting part, punctuation marks that simply don't exist in English. The star of the show, 顿号, it looks like a small teardrop, and it has exactly one job, separating items in a list. In English, you'd write apples, comma, bananas, comma, oranges, commas everywhere. In Chinese, that's wrong. 我喜欢苹果，顿号，香蕉，顿号，橙子. So you use 顿号 here instead of 逗号. Here is a division of labor. 逗号 connects clauses. 顿号 separates items in a list. Using the regular comma in lists is probably the single most common punctuation mistake learners make. And now you will never make it again. Next, 书名号 title marks. Books, movies, songs, shows, newspapers. Wrap it in double angle brackets. 哈利波特 Harry Potter. 功夫熊猫 Kung Fu Panda. 朋友 Friends TV show. 纽约时报 The New York Times. Quick bonus while we are looking at Harry Potter. See that dot in the middle of Harry Potter? That's 间隔号, the separator dot used between the parts of foreign names. And for a title inside a title, say a chapter within a book uses a single version bracket. Two more and they share a theme. In Chinese, they are doubled. The dash 破折号 works like an English dash. An explanation, a turn, a dramatic pause, but it's always 2 dashes long. A single unbroken line across 2 character spaces. 我最喜欢的季节，夏天。One dash is not enough. And the ellipsis, 省略号, English trails off with 3 dots, Chinese, 6. Sitting in 2 character spaces. At this point, you might be wondering, they are beautiful, but where are these on my keyboard? Good news, if you set up your Chinese keyboard with me last episode, you already have every one of them. With Chinese input active, the punctuation converts automatically. The period key gives you the hollow period. The comma gives you Chinese comma. Question mark and exclamation work as usual. Now, the secret handshakes. The 顿号 lives on the backslash key. That key above enter you have never had a reason to press. In Chinese mode, backslash gives you 顿号 instantly. 书名号 press shift plus the comma and the period keys. The same keys as the angle brackets in English. The 6 dot 省略号 shift plus number 6, one press all 6 dots. The double 破折号 hit shift plus the hyphen key. Most input methods give you the full double dash in one press. If yours give you half, just press it twice. And quotation marks, shift plus the quote key. The input method is smart. It alternates opening and closing marks for you automatically. On your phone, it's even simpler. On the Chinese keyboard, open the symbols page and they are all right there. Now, let's move to proofreading marks. In China, students learn proofreading marks in school, the same symbols teachers and editors use to mark up text. So if you ever write Chinese by hand, or journal, or letter, homework, these are how you fix it. There is an official national standard for them. I will show you the most common and useful ones. You might see slightly simpler versions in different textbooks, but these 5 are the core everyone uses. Number 1, 改正, correcting a wrong character. Circle the wrong character, then write the correct one beside it or above it. Here's a mistake I see constantly. 我每天学习中文。问 That's the wrong character for 文. Same 拼音, but the tone is different. So let's circle 问, then write 文 next to it. 删除 deletion. Don't just cross the character out. Draw a chain of small connected loops over what you want to delete. That looping squiggle is the official recognized deletion mark. Type the character twice. 我喜欢喝茶. Loop over the extra 我 and the sentence is clean. 我喜欢喝茶. Number 3, 增补 insertion. For when character is missing, draw a little caret pointing up at the exact gap where the character belongs. Then write the missing character just above it. 我喜欢喝绿 something. I like to drink green tea. The T fell off, so mark the spot before the period. Add 茶. 我喜欢喝绿茶. I like to drink green tea. Number 4, 对调 swapping. When 2 elements are next to each other but in the wrong order, draw a flattened S beneath them. It hooks under the first, crosses over and hooks under the second. The crossing tells the reader, swap these 2. Let's look at this sample sentence. 我很眼累 should be 我也很累, so we draw the flattened S shape here to swap them. Next, 转移. The flattened S curve for 对调 works great when 2 things are right next to each other. But what if the part you want to move is far away? Somewhere else in the sentence? That's where you use 转移. Circle the text you want to move, then draw a line with an arrow pointing to exactly where it should go. This example here, 和朋友 should be in the front. So we circle it and move to the front. 我昨天和朋友去图书馆学习了3个小时. The arrow doesn't carry no matter how far. So 对调 for neighbors, 转移 for long-distance moves. 2 twos for 2 situations. Look how far you have come from what characters are to pictographs, ideographs, the phonosemantic system behind most characters, radicals, structure, strokes, typing, and today, punctuation and proofreading. That's a real foundation for reading and writing Chinese, and everything you learn from here builds on it. And there's more to come. I will keep making videos to take you deeper into real practical Chinese. So subscribe to Yan Chinese so you don't miss what's next. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your studies. See you next time. 再见。